keys, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the Cupid chain birth most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a quarter meal, hella final. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doge, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house, venting in the safe I feel out my truth, I got nothing to lose. I got problems and fools, I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking, the president acting, the government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction, my pupils on skates. Hold up.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for status. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. Why you dare look in the press? Feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold. I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out the phone. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them to avoid losing them next season.
You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she called.
convoys. 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.
Pretty and paid, ayy. Y'all heard I'm coming. I don't clear if I keep up. Ayy. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like it with a stack in it. I'm bad at stop it cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sit that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be, don't gotta whip it. Brag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When these be not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad at stop it cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hiding the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, I'm trying to look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. All they text and calls. Run me that making no sense at all. They bounce like a basket ball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on the throne, you they taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad at stop it cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Miles Sanders really help drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the seventh-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the third team in 3 years for Wentz and the fourth starter in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full 17 games, leading the Colts to a 9-8 record and almost into the playoffs.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 25 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run with Gibson, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A give up the middle to Gibson. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Into the red zone, Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. Bringing them out is a Pro Bowler back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. It's Teddy Bridgewater.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
An unfortunate distinction for Sanders last season. He had the most yards, 754 of any back in the league, to not score a touchdown. He's still the guy in Philly, though, and he'll get back to scoring this season. Plenty of work available for him in the league's top rushing offense from a year ago.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Bridgewater now from the 50. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They go back to the ground with Sanders to the 36-yard line. Stop there. The Eagles come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take...
As Sanders has it pumped free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, getting the groundwork laid for the season.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. but they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a man.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now we'll get a stoppage here, as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running left, it's Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Going for it with Sanders. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So here's Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Not to take him for granted, but it was business as usual for Terry McLaurin, up over 1,000 yards for the 2nd straight year. Now he gets to work with Carson Wentz in Washington, and may be the best receiver Wentz has had to throw to in his entire 7-year career. That connection yields a 1st down with that throw.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Wentz and Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first. carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action now. Bridgewater steps away. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And Washington able to strike for 6. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Throwing is Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On first down, Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun now for Wentz. And yet again it's McLaurin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first is Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. He'll look to throw. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off in Charlotte, an NFC South matchup pitting New Orleans against Carolina. And the Panthers are out in front as they play.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead. And maybe
when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Gibson again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Hurts will throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. Now look at Washington as they come onto the field. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On second down, here's Gibson again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go with Sanders, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
All fans of the Washington Commanders have been holding their collective breath to see how Chase Young returns from last season's torn ACL. If we see the 2020 Rookie of the Year back on the field, everyone who likes the garnet and gold will be awfully happy.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked by Kendall. Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now Wentz. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Wentz. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Bridgewater now from the 50. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Here's Sanders, and he is going to lose yardage here. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look. And now, as with every potential so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. And Thomas has it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give up the middle to Gibson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge... the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So Wentz and the Commanders down 15-14, 1:16 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now Wentz. Pass complete. Thomas. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one will ensure that it'll take a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie this thing. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now it's Washington's turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over 20 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw. He's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Philadelphia, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Washington, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the bulls of gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts.
My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gunso, but they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of other sides. You need to grow. I've been rushing mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to touch me for the glory for more. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. I said I'm coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's chin in space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not a ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yana hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr,
trust, been taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart gonna beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready. Me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Double Joseph on my head of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut seeing both of my pockets. Me need my DNA. Baby falling for call me and start before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that them gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, living a lie. You know the game. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Tema, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Ushu Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
You see what the drums at.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been tell you the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at Night Sky, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping the stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking a dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. A Murry jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends tee, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Bars, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to rattle my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just ain't ready to Whittles peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking a dash all wood. Send payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money. Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, that mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and this one features Trevor Lawrence, coming off a nice week throwing the ball with 4 touchdown throws. It's the Jags and the Eagles next on EA Sports.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the two-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Sanders last week: 25 carries, 117 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Eagles come in with 2 wins on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trayvon Walker brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They fake the handoff. Now Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. and long. They'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge, except Murray fighting, lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Lawrence being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Kaiser Wright, the former safety, gets the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Hassan Reddick. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Photo run show Fatukasi there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down, back to Sanders. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Murray. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the field goal conversion. They'll run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The one Smoot there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Murray. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the draw, here's Sanders. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. It's Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murry. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Murry now, 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lawrence, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield now, Lawrence. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A forget, and I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Lawrence. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
61 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Another run with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it...
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And now out come the Jags.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
2nd and 5.
Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakim.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Javon Hargrave, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete. That's Jones. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence, right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And out now come the Eagles.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 106 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Here's Sanders. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Murry going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Murry. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 17-14, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence. Complete to Chenault. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up the chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
To throw is Murray. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murry to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed it.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Eagles, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
I've been doing my thing, they not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me, no time for the silly games.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, cause he Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody way. We're the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.